Hi guys, welcome back to Finpact. Today we're going to take a look at what's been happening with Polygon Matic. As you know, it has been rallying. It is around 95 cents. So nearing the $1 mark, and Polygon Matic has continued to rally. And I don't know if you guys remember, the last all-time high we saw for Polygon Matic was strangely when we saw the rest of the altcoins in a bit of a downturn earlier in the 2021 time of bull run. But now we have seen such huge fundamental news with Polygon Matic. I don't want to sound repetitive, but many of you guys already know that Disney chose Polygon Matic as one of the participants in their accelerator program. And Polygon Matic has announced its ZK EVM. And that has been revolutionary for Polygon Matic. Now, before I jump into this video, full disclosure here, this video is sponsored by cryptocurrency exchange OKX. I really enjoy using their platform. They have an array of different cryptocurrencies. And the best part is they have integrated TradingView on their charts. So when it comes to your trades, instead of going onto TradingView separately, it's all integrated into the OKX platform. And I find this really useful when you're doing chart analysis because all the indicators are already there. So if you want to do moving averages, there is an option for that. So let's look at the Polygon chart on OKX since the TradingView is all integrated, and that makes it a lot easier for us to buy our favorite cryptocurrencies and make trades. And also remember guys, this is not financial advice. Make sure you do your own research before you invest in anything. I am not a financial advisor. So I've just pulled up the Matic USDT chart on OKX, and you can see that the current price for Matic is 95 cents, and this was up 2.34% in the last 24 hours. As you can see, we are up and we are seeing some bullish patterns. If you take a look at this, I have drawn an ascending triangle, which is the pattern we are seeing, which is where two of the heads are hitting the top of the triangle, which is more of a flat line, and we are seeing an upward trajectory here. Now, an ascending triangle is a bullish chart pattern. It's an uptrend pattern and it's also very easy to recognize, but usually it can be one of those slam dunk entry points or exit points. So for me, this is actually a short here till we get to around this region here. Maybe around 87 to 86 cent Polygon Matic, I would be buying again at this point. But around here, I made a short. So we are going to see a bit of upward trajectory, I believe, again, not financial advice, till around this point, about 14th of August. We could consolidate sideways. It does depend on the overall crypto market sentiment. So if we see positive momentum with Bitcoin, then we will see sustained rallies for Polygon Matic. But again, I'm starting to think Bitcoin is not really leading this bull run. Yes, it is the OG. It is the leading confidence indicator in the market. When Bitcoin rallies, everything else rallies in exaggerated manners. But Polygon Matic sometimes, as we know, does do its own thing, and it's not always correlated to the crypto markets. But overall, whether it's a rally in Polygon Matic or in Bitcoin, the main indicators are the macroeconomic sentiment globally. And usually when we see huge crashes like we saw recently, especially after the Terra Luna UST collapse, that's when we see an atmosphere sort of brew for a bull run to manifest itself. But again, that might not always be the case. This could be a dead cat bounce situation for the overall cryptocurrency market. Just as a reminder, this is what a dead cat bounce looks like. It's a temporary upswing and then we sort of crash back towards the downward trajectory. And if you see the Bitcoin chart, it does look like one of those downward trajectories, at least from the last 7-8 months or so. We have seen it go downwards and we've seen some upswings up and then we head back down. So that could happen. You know, a lot of people are thinking that will happen, but others are thinking that we might go into the biggest bull run we have seen ever. So if that happens, I mean, we're all going to be great. We're all going to be happy. It's going to be great news. But again, I want to warn you guys about the dead cat bounce situation. But that's why I'm making some short trades depending on how I see the indicators looking. Also, guys, I just want to emphasize this TradingView integration is so useful. This is their original chart and you can't really change it as much as you want. It's good to monitor the price, but the TradingView charts are so useful for you to be able to draw whatever you want in terms of the indicators. So you have your indicators here, and there is such a large variety of different trading chart analysis tools. You have the Pitchfork tool, which I find really useful, which I'll show you in another video how to use that. But going back onto Polygon Matic using those indicators, I've added in the moving averages. You find that through the indicator. So the current moving averages is sitting at 0.8838, and that is signaling a buy. And it's not just what we've just seen, but a lot of the technical analysis shows that we are currently still in a buy zone. So we could see some further rallies with Polygon Matic, which is why I showed you the ascending triangle. And the oscillators, however, are neutral, but as we just saw, the moving averages do suggest a buy rating. Now, we still are substantially lower than the all-time high we saw for Polygon Matic, which was $2.92. So we're around 67.39% less. So we saw this on December 27, 2021, when we saw the peak of the bull run and those all-time high rallies. So I've drawn some support and resistance lines. We are far off from the all-time high, but we have actually not broken down below support, which is really good news. If you see the support line, it's sort of this point here. I'm going to zoom in for you guys. So we did see some retracement from this point here with all the good news that we were hearing about Matic. And I do believe that if we are to go back into a bull run, so again, dependent on the overall crypto market, particularly Bitcoin, then it can go as high as the $3.20 region, where that will be tested at resistance. And if we see $100,000 Bitcoin and a lot more funds flow into the market, then we could break past resistance to levels that we can't even know right now. It could be a $5 Matic, it could be a $10 Matic. If Bitcoin's at 100K, I mean, who knows? Because Matic is becoming one of the most used cryptocurrencies, and it's also one of the most traded cryptocurrencies right this minute. So according to Whale Stats, Matic emerged as the most traded token by the biggest of the 100 Ethereum whales over the last 24 hours. I am not surprised. I am not surprised by that at all. Anyone who's in Ethereum should be concerned about Polygon Matic and what's happening with that, because Polygon Matic, as you know, is an Ethereum scaling solution, and the ZK EVM has been revolutionary to enable that so that we can see reduced costs and improved speeds. But like I mentioned, there will be some volatility between that ascending triangle, in my opinion. So I've made a short right this minute, and I will be getting back in around the 86-cent Polygon Matic. And by the way, I'm not talking about long-term holdings. I'm talking about short-term trades. So this article seems to confirm my own personal opinion to short Polygon Matic right now, because I do think we'll see a bit of a drop in the short term. It says that Polygon looks shaky as technical indicators are pointing to a brief correction in the near term. So what they've said is that Polygon has seen a local top. What that means is that, so if you look at the local region, so just the region from when we started going towards the upside, we have reached quite a high point, and there is a correction expected. I mean, it's not going to rally forever, but I personally think this correction is only a short-term correction. So I'm not going to go liquidate any of my Polygon Matic holdings anytime soon. But in terms of a trade, I want to capitalize on some of these upswings and downswings before we enter either back into a bull run or we go into a terrible bear market, which again will depend on the macroeconomic sentiment that I keep emphasizing to you guys. And again, this also seems to point towards that sentiment. The Stoch RSI remains in the overbought zone in terms of the daily price chart. Anyway, guys, that was a quick update on Polygon Matic's price. You guys know the good news has been fundamental in this rally and some of the recovery in the crypto market sentiment. In fact, we've seen the crypto greed and fear index go from extreme fear to fear, which has been good news. That confidence has been returning back into the markets. And we've also seen some institutional funds go back into crypto. So a lot of the liquidations we were seeing earlier and the negative funding has calmed down, has become more manageable. So we are currently in a much better position where institutions and hedge funds are trying to dip their toes back into crypto. So that is some good news there. And I'll go into more of that in a market update video later this week. So guys, what do you think of this video? If you guys are bullish on Polygon Matic, hit that like button and that subscribe button and that bell notification so that you get informed on when I release a video, as a lot of the information is time sensitive. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.